Hey guys, bear with me. I got a little bit of a allergy situation going on, but I want to make a quick pro-con video based on my experience traveling with the Fuji film XT20. So some of the pros would be kind of the aesthetics of it being very small, lightweight, and having kind of a classic design. It didn't really draw a lot of attention compared to my full-size Canon DSLR that I usually carry. It's actually light enough that when we're at the Grand Canyon, my son used it and got some pretty great shots for a 9-year-old. The film simulations were pretty nice, so that was kind of a good feature to be able to get those JPEGs that already have some kind of stylization on them right out of the camera. The in-camera RAW processor is also pretty nice as well. Lets you change film simulations as well as push and pull the processing and exposure on the images before you save out a JPEG, which is kind of a really nice addition. I really did also enjoy the fact that it can also operate completely silently. You can use the electronic shutter and then you don't really get any unpleasant noise that might disturb anyone else, even though the shutter sound itself is actually pretty nice. And the Wi-Fi app is really nice as well on the phone. It was easy to configure, just pretty much search for your camera on your phone and it was set up. So I like the fact that you didn't have to fumble in there too much. Some of the cons would be the eye autofocus system doesn't work as well as the Sony's, at least with the lenses that I tried it with. It was kind of slow to find the eye, and when you're shooting wide open, it wasn't really as accurate as just trying to manually focus the camera. The rear LCD resolution is okay, but I find my images looking much different on the computer, which, just kind of using that to show people, I generally wouldn't depend on the back of the camera. The optical viewfinder blacked out on me if I would try to catch something really quick, put it up to my eye and try to grab like a burst of shots for some quick action. I was usually shooting blind because it either wouldn't signal and turn on, or it would turn on but it would just be completely black until the action sequence was already over. The tracking of objects wasn't as great when compared to the 5D Mark IV, but for a camera in its price range, it is actually really nice. I would like to see a little bit more in the video side of the camera, which is something I figured I would use it more for, being a very light camera, easy to carry around. But right now I'm using the built-in microphone because it doesn't have a standard size microphone input jack and I don't have a recorder on me at the moment. So the sound might be a little odd, but that's exactly what you'll get out of this camera. The menus are very well thought out, well laid out, with a few concessions. The touchscreen really should work in the menus, given the fact that the menus are big and clear. It's got plenty of space even for large hands like mine to be able to accurately select the options. And then also some of the options randomly gray out depending on what settings you have the camera set to. For instance, the metering options and some other things, you have to have the dials and switches turned to a certain kind of way to actually be able to access those, which was a little frustrating at first until I caught on to what was happening. And other than that, really, I guess the only thing to comment at this time will be the battery life. It's kind of what I expected from a mirrorless camera. I like the high performance mode that you can enable, but it definitely does come at a premium to your battery life. And then the screen on the back, I was able to get really good battery life by turning that screen down to where it was pretty much unusable outdoors. And then also putting it back in the standard performance mode, I was able to actually make it through a full trip. One benefit though is that you can charge it without pulling the battery out by using the USB port on the side of the camera. So that did kind of help out with some of the power concern issues. But like I said, coming from a full frame traditional DSLR that can do nearly 1,000 shots on a battery, going to one that does somewhere closer to 300 is definitely a change of pace. That's about all that I've got for today. This is just, like I said, a super quick vlog video about how it went for me on vacation. I plan to do a more thought out, more thorough review in the future. So I'll see you guys then.